Hey family, you know what I woke up thinking about? Birthmarks. So I have like three different birthmarks on me. Um, and then I realized because I've heard that birthmarks are could be remnants of how you died in a past life. It could also be just a marking from your past is what I've heard. It's what I've read. So I just thought about like I want to do a reading that ties into that. So this is going to be a three-part past life unravel. Now I have on the channel done other past life readings. Definitely check those out, but I haven't done one like this. Um so I'm interested to see what comes out. I'm going to answer three questions for this tarot reading. And then the part two is going to answer a few more questions so that we can get to the bottom of who you really are. So if you're interested in a reading like that, make sure you like, subscribe, and ding the notification bell so you don't miss out when videos get posted. And make sure you check out the tarot playlist. So if you're not sure about this reading or if this reading got you a little spooked, don't even worry about it. Check out the playlists that are on the channel. I got different ones. If you're interested in my dog walking business and how I got that set up and what I'm doing and how much I'm making and things like that, then make sure you subscribe to the vibe and ding the notification bell as well. So we can just stay up to date with each other. You feel me, family? You feel me? So, I'm gonna go ahead and prepare these piles and I'll be right back. I just wanted to knock that intro out. See you later, family. Okay, family. I have pre-pulled and I got the cards all laid out, all ready for you. You're gonna choose between pile number one, pile number two, and pile number three. I will give you some time. Pause the video if you need more time. And we're just gonna take our three deep mindful breaths. If more than one pile calls out to you, that is okay. That means you have more than one message, or which could result in the fact that you have more than one birthmark. All right, so again, pile number one, pile number two, and pile number three. All right, I'm going to start with pile number one. If you chose any of the other piles, I will see you in a bit. All right, damn. All right, so do I want y'all to see me and the cards or just the cards? Oh, so y'all like my outfit? Y'all feeling it? All right, I'm going to start with pile number one. Let's jump right into it. Okay, pile number one, if you chose the blue adventuring is, I believe, is this one. All right, so the three questions that I'm going to answer, who were you in a past life? I'm going to aim to get like a time period or the culture that's connected with you and what was your purpose in that life. Okay, so ugh, this stupid fly. Get get out. Hold on, y'all. Get out. Full snap. Okay. I have the net up, but I meant the screen up, but if the window is a little higher, then the window is basically open. But anyways, so let's find out. I'm hearing Dirty Diana. Dirty Diana. Some of y'all might be named Diana or Michael. Um, I'm hearing Alana or something like that. Elena, Alana. Um, yeah, Paris, I'm hearing. Um, yeah, so let's jump into your cards. Yeah, yes. Okay, so who was you in a past life? Oh, I'm hearing a beggar. I'm hearing beggars can't be choosers. You guys were kind and generous. Lots of blue energy, okay? You guys were emotionally unstable, okay? You guys had a lot to give. You got okay. You guys I'm hearing poor. So some of y'all was living a poor lifestyle. Um but yeah. Like you were a giver, but you didn't have much to give. Okay. You were a giver, but you didn't have much to give. But you would still give. Okay, you lived around the time where they had houses, but like this is like a kingdom, right? Doesn't that look like a kingdom back there? You got the guard. You see that guard? He in blue. So you was okay, was probably like considered a peasant, considered a fool. Okay, y'all, this is just what's coming out. Don't shoot the messenger, okay? Then we got the chariot in reverse. So yeah, you guys felt very unsuccessful in your past life. The current one connected to your birthmark. Okay, but yeah, you lived in a place like where a time where there was palaces and kingdoms and um like that type of chariots and stuff like that. Like what era was that? Um yeah, with the chariot. You guys were very noble, but like very noble, very kind. That's what I'm saying. But like, what I'm also getting is the fact that y'all, maybe you didn't get the recognition. Okay, when I say successful, like maybe you didn't get the recognition you deserved. Yeah, like you pretty much stayed to yourself. Okay, very isolated. I hear a very chosen one. Lots of blue energy. Like you guys probably couldn't speak or had a stutter or some type of ailment or something like where you was a mute, okay? Or, somebody or a vow of silence or something like that, taking some type of oath like that. I mean, the Four of Cups, like very emotional. Yeah, you were very an emotional being, pile number one. And we have death. Oh, I'm hearing death by plague. Okay, so you came up in a time like your past life, pile number one, you was born in a time of kings and royals and um yeah, somebody poisoned your parents, right, in a past life, y'all. And you just kind of like had to stand on the sidelines and watch it all play out. Okay, with these flies coming by my window, which never happens, like you had people spying on you. Like, of course, like somebody wanting to get rid of the king. Okay, so maybe I was born into royalty, but because I'm getting Lion King, right? Y'all might have been born into royalty, but a whole situation where the king died and the kids got, you know what I'm saying, like just they went their own way or got taken in by family and it didn't, okay. You had a change of real heavy change in your life, okay? Lots of blue energy. Lots of blue energy, okay? Emotion, very emotional time, right? With this blue adventure, like blue, y'all. Y'all favorite color might be blue, um, or yellow, or black, or white. Okay, I'm seeing them colors very strongly. So, blue, black, white, yellow, and green. Some of y'all's favorite colors is those, or y'all wear them type of colors a lot, or those the type of colors that y'all see a lot. Y'all are very like very these cards are also going to tell me about your personality, who you were, you guys were most likely a man in a past life, okay? It doesn't matter what you are right now, but I'm seeing, yeah, that was your gender, okay? Very emotional, like I said. These two cards were in reverse. Let me put them back in reverse so y'all know what it was, so y'all know how it looked like. But yeah, so. Yeah, you were very unsatisfied with your life. Very sad, very, like I said, peasant. Okay. And I'm also hearing Hercules. Okay. So I haven't watched Hercules in years, so I'm not really sure the story of Hercules, but maybe you when you watch Hercules, you see some relevance to that. Same thing with Lion King, like you really feel like it speaks to you. Um, so yes, our age that I'm picking up on, like I am picking up on a young man, okay. Uh, Let me see. If I had to guess the age, around about, okay, so the death of your parent, okay, father, mother, okay, that happened in young, uh, in around toddler. So that's like between 2 and 4, and then between 7 and 10. Okay, those are the ages that I'm seeing the loss of the parent. Okay, mother, father, each one around those ages. Um, you were around those ages in your past life when that happened. So yeah, some of y'all turn to some type of partying and drinking after that. Just disassociation from that life, from that lifestyle. Okay, wanting to run away, wanting to get away. Um, So yeah, oh, the age that I'm seeing it's not teen. I'm saying that's around your teen years. That's when you felt the most isolated. That's when you felt the most, uh, you know, like that's when you felt more secure in yourself. Okay, around that, not secure in yourself. That's when you was trying to really figure out your emotions around that teenage, early 20s. Okay, and then coming back to the throne, never being able to really pick yourself up. Okay, I'm really seeing like a very emotional person. Okay, just even if you was on the throne, it's just a very mature but sad type of vibe. Okay, very kind-hearted. All right, so let's pick up on some time period. Ooh, we got life for a life. Look at this. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Life for a life, y'all. Yeah, so again, poison, and then so yes, mm-mm-mm. Very revengeful. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Very revengeful. Fires of invention, like wanting to get payback, wanting to get revenge. Okay, not being able to let something go because maybe you witnessed. Okay, you witnessed it, and you had to pretend like you ain't see nothing, but you knew the truth or maybe forgot the truth or accepted a false truth. Yeah, like some of y'all lost your parent in war. Not everybody was a royalty. Some of y'all's parents were like knights, or some of y'all's was just commoners, okay, that had to or blacksmiths. So you can kind of get the era, okay, that we're working with. We got blacksmiths. They're using like um that type of machinery, okay? I'm hearing iron ore, so yeah, y'all get that, iron ore type of stuff. Test of talents. Ew, ew, ew. Yeah, y'all was pissed. Y'all wanted y'all revenge. But it's like, how you you get mad at somebody and they can look up 1215. Maybe that's the numbers are relevant to y'all. But yeah, so y'all know how you get so mad. Like the bad guy be like hella strong, hella knowledgeable and stuff like that, and you just like, oh, what is this? What's wrong? I want to beat you up. Like y'all got a lot of rage within y'all's. Okay, so this is also the time when You know what I'm saying? Spells and nights, and people was wearing like calling stuff cloaks and stuff like that. So that's, and then we got shamans. So we're using the word shaman. So that's the type of era that we're in. Three might be significant to you. The number one also may be significant to you. You might be born January 3rd. You might be born March 1st. Um, you might be born on the third day or the first day of the month. Yeah, so like I'm really getting like, yeah, you were very unstable. Like I said, like once your parents died, child number one, I'm seeing that you guys just kind of lost it, kind of festered on revenge and getting your payback, right? Like like I'm picking up on like a lot of emotion, okay? A lot of emotion. So we have Asia, and these cards right here are gonna tell me your um role or purpose in this life, in that life. Okay, we have Asia. hmm Okay, feudal Japan. Y'all know. Geography, y'all don't know. Okay, I don't know. But yeah. Okay, people was tall as hell in this time. Okay. Then we have spouse in reverse. So maybe you guys lost a wife or a spouse, okay? And then, like I said, parents that you know. But yeah, you may have lost your lover in childbirth. Okay, yeah, so y'all lost in the past life, y'all lost your mother in childbirth while she was giving birth. Okay, and then your wife had that same experience. Because you were, like I said, a male in a past life. That's all I'm picking up. Okay. So it don't even matter what you are right now. And also, well, I mean, y'all, we family. So yeah, I think that like how people are attracted to the opposite sex, but they end up being um gay, like same sex relationships. I literally think that's because they were probably the a male in a past life. Like so. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents. You don't even have to think too much on it. That's just what I was thinking. Because I think that, and then how people always say, like, they're so confused. And I think that has a lot to do with it. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. Anyways, we have monk or nun, right? So, that makes so much sense. Your child became a monk or nun, or the baby did not make it, or I'm getting a lot of stuff. The baby ended up becoming an orphan. Okay, monk or nun, or orphan. Anyways, you guys heavy in your emotion dedicated your life to becoming a monk or nun and took a vow of silence. Oh my gosh. And it's primarily because you couldn't express this because you were filled with so much anger and rage and revenge and loss and sadness, and it just, and then it's like you internalized it, right? I should actually look up where your birthmark is. But y'all, how y'all liking this reading? I'm at the end of it, but I do want to roll some dice for y'all, and I'm gonna maybe pull a little more cards for y'all. Or maybe just leave it at that. And if you guys want, because we're gonna keep it up, like I said in the beginning, this is a three-part series. So part two will have more information for you, and then part three will have even more information, and then you just watch it together and then tie it all together because I don't want this video to be too long. So yeah, I am gonna leave it at that. So yeah. And then you internalized it and became this monk or nun and took a vow of silence. Oh, but there's so much emotion poured. out of you. Like you're just filled with it. Y'all, I can't. I actually am excited for part two because this is good. It's like a story. We're gonna leave it on a to be continued. Okay. Let me know in the comments how this is resonating with you. All right, so we have 100, we have 10, we have 50, and we have 60. So this could be in the 1600s, the 1500s, 1615. Okay, look up these errors. Okay, 1615, 1610, 1500s, 1510, 1560. And something about the 100-meter dash, okay? 100-yard meter dash. Okay. But yeah, that's what I have for you, pile number one. I'm gonna move on to pile number two. Okay, pile number two, if you chose the citrine. So we're gonna answer three questions. Who were you in a past life? Connected to your birthmark. And what time period or culture? Hopefully I can get like some information on that for you. And then the third question is, what was your role or purpose in that life? Now that's for part one. Like I mentioned in the beginning, this is a three parts. So if it leaves you on the edge of your seat, leave me a comment down below. And let's go from there and make sure you hit the ding notification bell so you don't miss out. Okay. So actually, I gotta leave in a few minutes. So let me get to it. All right. Who were you in your past life? We have the Hierophant. We have the King of Cups. We have the Five of Cups reversed. We have the King of Swords reversed. We have the Three of Cups reversed. We have five, six, seven of Pentacles. King of Wands. Page of Wands. So you were somebody with a lot of ideas. Okay. You probably ran a kingdom. Okay. You sat on the throne. Okay, you sat on the throne. Maybe you didn't want to. Maybe you wanted to do something else, but your life was already planned out for you. Okay, you couldn't have friends. You felt so alone. You felt like people left you. Like it was all about building a community or building money, okay, or giving orders, okay? Um, you lived in a time, yeah, of kings, okay, where they was using swords and sticks. But yeah, like you was very innovative. You was very thoughtful. You had a lot of ideas that you um wanted to bring to life. Some of y'all just couldn't. Okay. Y'all were y'all were yeah, like y'all were kings. Okay, family, you probably too. Y'all were kings. You probably didn't want to be. Okay, you felt very, this is dutiful, very obligated, very tiresome. Come. But yeah, very yeah, like I said, very tiresome, very dutiful, okay? Very stressed. Okay. Just giving orders. 1 second. Type of thing. Alright, so let's see this time period. Again, we got the fire's invitation might have come from pile number one or not. It's fine if you didn't. We have the Sahali Sublime. Show y'all this one first. So yeah, y'all lived in a time where they had blacksmiths and kings, palaces. Okay. Okay. I'm back. Y'all pause for a minute. Like an hour. It's for change. All right, hold on. All right, so I'm pretty sure I left off with talking about yeah, you being a king, you not being satisfied. You living around the time era where there was blacksmiths, where they were foraging, where they did like ooh, I'm getting Rome out Rome maybe for y'all. Might not be like Rome and Athens and that type of stuff is what's coming to me. Ooh, this is back when there was when there was like mm, mm. But yeah, like alchemy, you had alchemists and mm, mm, mm. Up in here around the time, like, was there ever an era of vampires? There have been because how come there are vampires in every culture? How come we know about vampires? They had to have existed. But yeah, so look at y'all making pound number two. Y'all are making deck. Like I can see your karmic deck. Y'all made mm, some of y'all made like a deal with the devil. All right, so let's see. We got entwine lightning. Okay. And then we got resounding courage. Reverse. So, oh my gosh. Remember how I was talking about vampires? I'm thinking about the movie Dracula. Was that the name of that movie? Where he wanted the strength of 100 men or something like that, and he got turned into a vampire or something like that. Was that was that Dracula? Well, anyway, that story, the backstory of Dracula is what I'm getting. Like he was a king. He wanted to really rule and protect and save the people in his kingdom. But in doing that, he cursed himself to forever be this way, right? Mm, mm. Something along that lines like that. So that's around the era that I'm getting, like very Greek Athens type of, thing like that. Now these cards right here are gonna tell me like your purpose in life and what was your role. So we have health, we have scribe or writer in reverse. Yeah. So you guys might have been an alchemist, and I'm hearing herbalist. Some of y'all might have been supposed to be doing some type of writing or some scribe, communal living. Okay. Oh, I don't even know if they was doing it at that time, but yeah, you can see like that's kind of like how the people lived in like areas like that. But y'all, like the scribe or writing, that's the type of profession that y'all had. But I'm getting like somebody who worked in the king. Okay, so if y'all wasn't like a king, y'all worked at the palace, like in the kingdom, and y'all was the person who was writing down what the heck? The history. Okay, that was y'all's supposed to be job. And then some of y'all was like in the religious aspect of it, y'all writing down the traditions. Okay, I'm seeing some tablet writing, spirituality and religion. You wrote down your wisdom, but it's like, ye- oh my gosh, I'm hearing blasphemous. And then galactic. Okay, so y'all was getting okay, so originally y'all's profession was to write the word of the gods, okay? That was your profession. That was your thing. And so you was looked at as the seer or the wise one. You know what I'm saying? The council, the seer. You know what I'm saying? The one that they got in every culture, the one that they go to be like the oracle. Okay, that was you. But but what I'm saying is you was deceitful. Ooh, I'm hearing cowardice. Ooh, y'all. This y'all was like y'all had a very like y'all had like health. I'm not seeing really health issues, but like y'all had a lot of y'all had good health. But y'all, what y'all did, like y'all was twisted and deceitful because I say that because y'all, it's like you wrote down something purposely and it was incorrect. Like wrote down false truth. Excuse me. Oh, I'm hearing like false prophet and all that other stuff. But yes, y'all, that's oh yeah. So we're gonna have part two coming up in a minute. Not in a minute, but probably tomorrow. But yeah, so your role. Oh, you might have even been a taste tester, like to make sure that the food wasn't poisoned. That could have been you, slick. You could have been somebody who, like I said, wrote the word of God or the gods. You was very, very wise and slick. Like I keep getting this slick energy, very manipulative, very sneaky, very. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get me self ahead. Like you know what I'm saying. So let me roll this dice. And part two, we're going to answer some more questions. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments how this is resonating with you. Um, and things like that. So we're gonna get into it even more. I just don't want this video to be long, which is why I'm chopping it up into three parts. So yeah. Yeah. Interesting that it's 31:31 on the timestamp there. So three. So y'all really, y'all for real, I'm for real. Y'all really got a connection for real with spirit and you know what I'm saying, and the heavens and God. Like that is true. That's even true now, pile number two. You are connected to the heavens and you are really good with being represented as the magician, as above, so below. You're really good, you really got that connection. Um, thing is, people probably didn't believe you or believe in you, or people thought that you were manipulating the situation in your own favor. Okay, you were somebody who could be considered a researcher. Okay, someone who probably believed in science and you know what I'm saying, had all that. Now, oh my gosh, I just shook the dice again. But I seen 110 and 10, so 1010 might be a prominent number for you. You might be born October 10th, the 10th day. Also. Um, what year was I getting? You know what? I'm getting like AD or BC type of times. You know what I'm saying? 110 BC. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting. Like, uh, that's what I'm getting for real. So that's what I have for you, pal number two. Let me know down below how this video resonated and come back for part two so you don't miss out. Ding notification bell. I'll see you guys next time. All right, pile number three. If you chose the red Jasper, let's get into it. So we're gonna answer three questions: who you was in a past life, the time frame, and what role. Okay. So we got Judgment, Ace of Swords reverse, the Tower reverse, Page of Pentacles reverse, Temperance, and the Nine of Wands. Who were you in a past life? So I'm hearing jester and I'm hearing fool. Okay, I'm I'm getting somebody who was not lucky in life. Okay. Um e- very unlucky. Okay, I'm gonna be honest of what I'm seeing. Like you felt like your life was very unfair. Okay, very off balance. I mean, the struggle was real. And you put in a lot of hard work and effort, and it's just like it wasn't producing anything ever. Okay. Um, Who were you in a past life? You were somebody who was very noble. You were a fair person, very just, very angelic, okay, very earth angel, very peaceful. But you just didn't have any luck as far as money and status. That's what I mean. You like you was just maybe a regular person. You didn't have any status, you didn't have any wealth, any money, probably didn't have any children. Um, that's what I mean by unlucky. Yeah, you was pretty solo. Okay. So some of y'all I'm picking up lived on an island. These parts right here are gonna tell me like the culture, the time frame, the period. Um, Definitely Ice Age time. Like what era was like the Ice Age? Okay, Neanderthals. Okay, dueling coach. Ooh, this is the time where there was monks. Wait, I'm pretty sure there's still monks, but you know what I'm saying when it was like monk, that was your thing. Um, oh, I'm also getting Doctor Strange. Hmm. So this could also be in the time of hmm, in the time of yeah, like maybe I'm hearing first civilization. Okay. It's so crazy because sometimes when I look into the past, it just seems so futuristic, like flying, magic, like things like that. Like, hmm. Revoke existence. Ooh, okay. Gods and acquitted superstition. So y'all was a rebel. That's who you were. You were the type of person to stand against the system. Like you were in exile. Okay, that's why you didn't have anything. Judgment was passed on you, on your family. Judgment had been passed on you, pile number three. That's why you didn't have anything. You probably turned to sorcery or just learned, that innate sorcery magic within yourself. Yeah, so also like because like I said, like you're the type of person to stand up against the corruption. You're the type of person that will stand up and go against any type of tyranny, any type of blasphemy. Did I say that with this vowel? Like blasphemous. Yeah, like thirst for meaning. So yes, like even though you were a monk, at one point I feel like you challenged traditions. Like you challenged the way things were being done, right? You had a thirst for meaning. Um, you didn't want to live a life of regret. Yeah, Mage Tower. Interesting. Yeah, so like I said, you probably most likely were the leader of a rebellion against whatever religion or a rebellion against kings or kingdoms, anybody trying to play God. Y'all were up against that. Like, we're not doing that. Y'all were against deadly forces, okay? This is where people was really poisoning people's drinks and their foods, and that's how they was killing people. Um, Back then, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you was probably like a sorceress, considered very wise, very neutral, very unbiased. Like, yeah, so y'all's profession was very like to like the kingdoms, you were a nobody, but to like the community, you were everything. Like you were wise, you were smart, you were the person that had the juice, the concoctions, you were strong. You were like a professor, brilliant, brilliant, very smart. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. But yeah, we tried your way. Now we do it my way. Yeah, so you guys are like barbarian, exactly like you were that type of person, very rah rah, very rebellious. I like that. I like that. Very Viking, very what is it? What is it? Invasion, invading. Like I love it for you because it's like y'all are against y'all are against the corruption of a kingdom or of an island. All right, so this card is gonna tell me, oh look, you got male and female reverse. So whatever you are now, you were the opposite in a past life. Food and hunger. So yeah, like literally been in survival mode like your whole life. What was your role? Your role was to get people to change, get people to realize the power that they have, that realize that gender roles, like this is kind of like war on gender roles type of thing. Where you are wanting unity, form and function in perfect unity. You are wanting men and women to be in unity. But at this time frame, no, that's not happening. Women are considered witches and evil if they go against anything. And also food and hunger. Like I said, you were poor, peasant type of look. Didn't know when your meal was gonna come from. Okay, very poor. And then we have imprisonment and slavery. So, with all this rebellion, you were captured, you were imprisoned. You could have even broken out of prison or gotten free from prison and then had this whole life change. But your purpose or what your role was, it literally to uplift the people, no matter where you are, no matter what your condition was, it's to uplift people using your brilliant mind and what you have to offer. And we'll get into part two tomorrow, my next reading. So make sure you subscribe and ding the notification bell and leave me a comment and let me know how this reading is reading for you. Alright? So we have 20. I already heard 1920. Somebody was born in that time. 1310, 1390, 1320, 1420. The number five could be significant to you guys. Could be born on the fifth day or the fifth month. Um, did I say 1920 already? 1920, 1913, and 1910. Yeah. So that's what I have for you. Let me know down in the comment how this video resonated, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.